Hello everyone, we have a really great video for you today, so I hope you stick around. My name is Rachel, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am a craft educator and owner here at Oak and Lamb. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about the supplies we feel all Cricut beginners need. It does get a little tricky because there are a lot of different rabbit holes you can run down with your Cricut. Some people only use vinyl, some people only paper craft, some people only use it for print and cut, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of hard to make one video with a lot of different little bits and pieces that we feel like every Cricut owner needs to have, no matter what type of crafting you do. With that being said, if there is a realm of crafting like print and cut or paper crafting or just using vinyl for your projects and things like that, that you'd like a more in-depth video on all the beginner supplies you need for that realm of Cricut crafting, let us know in the comments below. We would love to make little spin-off videos of this because there's a lot more we could put on the table that we love and use every single day, but we don't want to make you guys feel like you have to spend so much money in order to start with your Cricut. There's a lot that you don't need and there's a lot that you do need, and we're here to help you make that distinction and share with you some really great things that you do need in your crafting arsenal when you're getting started. With that being said, we'll go ahead and jump into some of our favorite craft products we think you need. First, we'll talk about the printer. We feel like everybody needs a printer if you have a Cricut. Being able to calibrate your machine and using print and cut is a great feature about the Cricuts that we love. The only Cricut that is not compatible with print and cut is the Cricut Joy. It is a very limiting machine. We do not recommend the Cricut Joy as your primary or your first machine. It's just very limiting. We love the Cricut Explore Air 2 and the models newer. Those are the machines that we recommend depending on what you like to do. But we do feel like all Cricketers need to have a printer. We love this inkjet printer. This is the Canon Pixma TS8220. It does have a rear loading tray, which is very important with successful print and cut projects. If you have more finicky materials or materials that are a little bit more flimsy, sometimes they do not like to come up and over in the bottom tray of your printer, but they do just fine with a rear loading tray. So we do love that feature about the printer. If you don't know much about print and cut and you would like to learn, we do have a video all about print and cut. What is it, how to use it, the beginner in and outs of using the print and cut feature. So if you are a Cricut beginner, definitely watch that video. It's a great one to kind of dip your feet in and get comfortable using print and cut. Next, we're going to talk about vinyl, the different types of vinyl, where you can get it, the best price, and things like that. So you do need some vinyl in your craft arsenal. We have regular adhesive vinyl and we have heat transfer vinyl. We are going to have some videos on the differences between them if you guys are very, very new and you do not know the differences. But heat transfer vinyl is the type of vinyl that you will have to have a heat press or a heat source in order to transfer that onto a fabric-like material. And then regular adhesive vinyl is the one that you will use a carrier sheet, a transfer sheet, and be able to place that down. Now, we've talked about heat presses and transfer sheets, so we'll go ahead and talk about those as well. You want to have two different kinds of transfer sheets in your crafting space. We have a masking paper transfer tape. This is just like masking tape, but it's 6 inches wide. It's a very mild masking tape type of transfer tape that we love. So this is good for a lot of projects. And then you want a clear, a bit heavier duty transfer tape that you guys can use. This is a really good one. It has an orange grid on it. Really anything goes with your transfer tape. Just make sure it's not strong grip transfer tape or anything like that. Cricut does have a brand of transfer tape that is a strong grip, and really you can't use it for very much at all. So do know the limits on that. Get a really good brand. You can see how thick this roll is. It's going to last us forever. So we do love to have two different types of transfer tapes here. Now for that HTV, these two were for adhesive vinyl. You need transfer tape for regular adhesive vinyl, not for heat transfer vinyl. For heat transfer vinyl, you will need a heat source. Our favorite thing to use is the Cricut Mini Easy Press. It's amazing. It's around $50 and we use it for the majority of our HTV projects. It's amazing. This is one of the only heat presses, easy presses that you will need in your craft space. We love this one. So that's what you'll use for heat transfer vinyl. Now, where we like to get our vinyl is 143vinyl.com. We get Starcraft, regular adhesive vinyl, and then we get Caesar Easy Weed for our heat transfer vinyl. We get ours in big bulk rolls like this. We love that. And they also have really fun swatch rings with all of the colors and things on them. So this is for the regular adhesive vinyl. It has all of the colors, and on the back it has the names and things, so you can go and buy whatever you would like. And then here's the heat transfer vinyl, same thing, all of the colors. Look at these, beautiful. And it has the names and everything on the back. So that is a really good thing whenever you're wanting to look at some different colors you can buy and things like that. It really comes in handy that you can have the color swatch rings and just be able to buy a sheet of it or 24 inches of it up until these really big bulk rolls, all at a really great price. We have a lot of different colors of vinyl, mostly black and white in HTV and regular adhesive vinyl at all times because we use it so often. So definitely have some rainbow colors handy for your fun projects, but you want to stock up on black and white mostly. Next, let's chat about mats. These are the mats that we prefer to use. These are Nikapa brand mats. These are from Amazon. They are very, very, very affordable. Every single Cricut crafter needs to have a lot of mats on hand. Even if you have the Cricut Explore 3 or the Cricut Maker 3 that has the matless cutting feature, to be quite honest, we never use it. We don't really like that feature because you do have to buy Cricut brand materials for that, and we don't love Cricut brand materials. We always use a mat. Our favorite mat is the standard grip mat because the standard grip mat, once you use it a lot, it will become a little less sticky, and then it will be able to graduate from a standard grip mat to a light grip mat, and you can use it for paper projects and things like that. But these are just so much more affordable, which is the only reason we don't buy Cricut mats, is because they're just very, very expensive for a very small pack of them. So we prefer to buy these. They're the exact same quality. We love them, and they are way, 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 way cheaper. Now, we do try and save our mats for a long time. Once our mats get super dirty, we clean them. How do we clean them? We clean them with baby wipes. Now, they don't have to be name brand or anything like that. Just regular unscented water wipes work great, whatever you have on hand. That is how we clean our mats. Now, we do have a mat cleaning video out on exactly how we do that. We do demonstrate that in the video. So if you want to see that, definitely check that video out. It's a great one. We go through and clean a mat entirely with the baby wipes and share with you how to do that yourself. But it's really imperative that you guys have a lot of different backup mats on hand. If you have 1 or 2 mats, you need to have a lot being stored away for you guys to be able to use at any time. You could snap your mat, something could happen, and you might need a new mat. And it's really good to always have some extra mats. Now, one thing I do want to mention is also all these mats come with this little plastic sheet on them. Make sure you keep this plastic sheet. This makes a great cover for your mat to keep dust, dirt, debris away from that sticky area on your mat. So make sure you do keep that plastic piece and you replace it whenever you're done with your cut. Next is not a must, but we like to keep them around, and that is just gloves, protective gloves. These are vinyl gloves. You can get whatever kind of gloves you would like, but we really like having gloves around for painting projects, for staining projects, epoxy projects, anything where you're going to get your hands dirty. It's good to have a pack of these around. I like that they come in a little box. It's not like a huge commitment when you buy them. These will last a long time, and you can store them fairly easily. So we really like to have a box of gloves around for any and all type of projects that we're going to get a little bit dirty doing. This next one is my personal favorite craft product in the entire studio, which that's saying a lot. I adore our Lynn Lilly hot glue gun. This is from Sherbonder, and a wonderful friend, Miss Lynn Lilly, created this glue gun in partnership with them. Look at the colors, it's adorable, but that is not all. This thing might be tiny, but it sure is mighty. This is a mini glue gun, but it is a high temp hot glue gun. It is also cordless. It has a precision tip on it, which is just amazing for little projects. We use this for paper projects, for sewing projects, for felt projects, all kinds of things we use this for. It can also be corded. If you unplug the cord from the base, you can plug it directly into your glue gun and have it corded. Now, cordless, it has 2 minutes of work time once you take it off of the dock. But again, we absolutely love this glue gun. All of us here, we have several of them here in the studio. We love them. They are amazing. So if you guys need something for your Cricut journey, you will love this glue gun. You will find ways to use this glue gun. You will use any excuse you can. It is a great glue gun. Another little hack is also to get the really large glue gun sticks. Since this is a mini glue gun, usually mini glue gun sticks are pretty short, but we like to get the 8 or 10 inch long mini glue gun sticks, and that is really a game changer for not having to change out your glue stick a lot. But we love this hot glue gun. It is incredible. Next is a good paper trimmer. You guys might not use a paper trimmer very often. This one is from We Are Memory Keepers. It is one of Becca's absolute favorites. It has these little grooves where you can lock it. It comes with a little bone folder here, and it's a scoring board as well as a paper trimmer. So you can use this with the paper trimmer, or all of these little grooves that you see, you can score your paper. This is a really good multi-tool to use and to have in your craft space. Also, it folds up really well, so it's easy to store. So we do love this one. It is from We Are Memory Keepers. Becca uses it all the time. And if you have a paper trimmer, that's great. If you don't have a paper trimmer, this is a really good option. Speaking of paper, it's really good to have some paper on hand. This isn't our favorite kind. I just wanted to share it with you guys because it is just one of the paper packs that we do have. The reason why this isn't our favorite is because of this down here. It is white cord. We do not love white cord paper. It's okay, it's fine. We prefer color cord paper. It's better quality whenever you're making cards or you are scoring it or things like that. If you can see the inside of the paper, it is white, which is a little bit eye-catching if you're using a dark color or something like that to see white poking out. So you do got to be careful, but this was just in here so that I could remind you guys to get some good paper packs. You could get packs of regular color cardstock just per pack, like a pack of white, a pack of red, a pack of black, whatever. But we personally like to get these multi-packs that have several sheets. Like this has 15 colors, 5 sheets per color, which is pretty good. So we like to get some of these paper packs for different paper projects that we use, whether that be 3D projects or making cards or things like that. And again, like most of the stuff in this list, they're relatively easy to store because it's nice and flat, so you guys can have this in your craft space without it taking up too much space. Next, we'll talk about something that I use all the time with regular adhesive vinyl projects, and that is my little alcohol pump bottle. This is filled with rubbing alcohol, and what I love rubbing alcohol for is to take a paper towel, fold it up, and squirt some on here. It's very easy to use with the pump bottle, and you want to wipe off the surface before you put your adhesive vinyl on there. This is good for glass, ceramic mugs, things like that that you will be placing your vinyl on. The point of it is to remove any dirt, oil from your fingers, debris, anything like that from your product before you apply your vinyl down. So it's really good to have a little bottle of rubbing alcohol handy. You can buy it in a squirt bottle if you want to, anything like that. We do like this because it's super handy. So we do use this a lot here in the studio. And last but not least, we're going to talk about some of our favorite tools that we use a lot. So we have several tools here that we use very often in the studio. And again, I don't want to bombard you with so many and tell you that you have to have all of these to be successful. These are just some of the ones that we use the most. We could, honestly guys, when I tell you we could have 3 tables full of things that we use every single day, we definitely could. But so narrowing it down is a little bit tricky. But here is what we use the most. We have these weeding tools here. This is a hook weeder tool. This is from Amazon. It is our favorite brand. The Cricut brand ones, we do not like. The tip bends and breaks way too easily. We went through so many of the Cricut brand ones. And once we were just tired of spending money, we looked elsewhere and found that this brand is amazing. We love reverse tweezers. These are Cricut brand, but they do not have to be. Reverse tweezers are amazing. If you haven't used them yet, they're really good for weeding, things like that, for paper projects, for different things. We love having them on hand. We reach for them all the time. We have a Cricut True Control knife, which is much like an X-Acto knife, except it's much, much better, honestly. It has this little lock mechanism so you can remove the blade and change the blade super easily. It has this grip on it, which is really nice. It comes with some replacement blades and a protective cap. We use this all the time to remove excess vinyl from our mat after it's done cutting and things like that. And then for paper projects, we really reach for our scoring stylus a lot. Now this can be used with all the Cricuts except for the Joy, so this is not limited if you have a Cricut Maker or a Cricut Maker 3. You can use this no matter what machine you have. A scraper tool, this one is a squeegee from 143vinyl.com. This is the same website that we like to buy our vinyl from, so do check it out. It has some great products. We use this a lot interchangeably with the brayer. This is a Cricut brayer. You can get any brand that you want, but we really like using a brayer and a squeegee tool. They both help do different things. So if you're wanting to place your material down on your mat, like let's say you've printed out a piece of paper, you're placing it on your mat, using a brayer that is going to be gentle and not scrape your vinyl too much is really good to roll over that paper to get it secure down on the mat. Then the squeegee is really good for after you cut a vinyl, a regular adhesive vinyl project. You can go ahead and burnish, that's with a B, the term is burnish. You can burnish that vinyl back down before you weed it and it will really help your vinyl come up a lot easier. You want to have a good pair of scissors in your craft arsenal. Now you can have a cheap pair and an expensive pair that you use for special occasions. You can have ones that you only use for fabric, ones that you only use for paper, things like that. But really a good pair of quality scissors is good. These are Tim Holtz scissors. We love these. These are really good. They're great quality. We love those. And last but not least, every crafter needs a measuring tape. This is the Cricut brand one, but again, like everything else, you can use whatever brand you like. The only thing that I do say about this is I really like that it can really move with your project. So when you're measuring things like a t-shirt, of course it lays flat, easy. But when you're measuring a mug, it goes around that mug really easy too. So we do like that. So have yourself a good measuring tape or several. Becca usually has like 8 within a 2-foot radius of herself, which is one of the things I love about her. So we have a lot of measuring tapes all around the office. I could honestly go on and on all day about different things you need for your new Cricut. It's so exciting to me because I have been Cricuting so long in so many different areas, and to be able to have to stop and pick out things that every beginner should have is a little bit stressful, to be honest. But I hope that you all did enjoy this video. If you would like to follow along for more videos, definitely give the video a thumbs up and click subscribe and ring that bell to get notified when more amazing videos like this come out. We have them coming out all the time for you all. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video and you enjoy me and what we've been teaching you, you would love to join our flock at Oak and Lamb. Click the very first link down below to see how you can become a member of an amazing crafty community today. Don't forget to let me know in the comments if you guys would like little spin-offs of this for paper crafting, print and cut, and all of those amazing things, because we could do a video on each of those different realms of Cricut crafting and have a lot of good beginner help for you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.